Good act to follow that. I'm going to bang out 3 quick pieces and then fuck off for the rest of the night for you to enjoy. They're about 1:40, then a minute, and then 2 minutes, so, I won't be up here for too long. This one's called There Is a Poverty Line. It's pretty self-explanatory. It's just me shouting politics in your face for a couple of minutes. So, there is a poverty line in this country, and it's looking pretty fragile. It creaks and cracks under the pressure of a falling divide, one that cannot be tried or tested much longer. It's weakening, not getting stronger. Because the way I see it, I can barely afford to live, let alone afford to give, to those who can't heat their own homes or buy their own clothes. And it defeats me to see these ever grateful, never hateful charity street peeps, the ones with a bucket in their hand and their head in the sand, because they know together we can achieve. And they know if they can make just one guy believe, then it's all change. Maybe just for one family, but there's less pain. And maybe you've had enough of these, but I won't refrain from stopping and chatting and maybe dropping my hat in their hand because, hey, I know I'm out there doing what they're doing, revitalising just one life and staying brave while the people keep on moving. There is a poverty line in this country, and you can trivialise it, you can put it down to choices, but it's not all bad decisions, sometimes it's just misgivings, and being dealt a bad hand from a poor deck, left alone upon a shipwreck, playing a low pair against a decent straight draw on public stairs and cussing fate, but that's how I feel sometimes. I'm not saying I'm over that line, but I'm feeling like a tightrope walker, and I know what will stop before I falter and fall. There is a poverty line in this country, and can you say hands on heart that you have as much chance of succeeding as a poverty-stricken child forced to choose a job over an education, forced to rob, a final act of resignation? And it's disheartening to see the future go down the drain, too cold to move, too hurt, too in pain, when all I see is the richer getting richer, the richer getting richer, the richer getting richer, the poorer going broke. So here's to you above that tightrope, a cheap white lightning toast. I can't afford the good stuff, the taste of champagne I'll never know. So I'll raise this £3 bottle and get drunk on my misfortune, because when this rope snaps, it is you we will be haunting. There is a poverty line in this country. Thank you. I do that one first because I know it off by heart, and then you go, oh cool, he knows it off by heart, and then the rest I'll read off paper. Just let you all down. This one kind of, in a roundabout way, ties in with Movember by accident. I didn't go on my way to write a Movember piece. I still have a patchy beard that doesn't quite work. I look like a lumberjack. But this one's called Grace and Other Virtues. He had a proper nice moustache until the chemo took it away. And that's what he resents most. Not the loss of hair or the complexion of a ghost, but the lack of an upper lip first. I was a French twirl. It was well smart and real elegant. When he wore a suit, he felt in truth like someone out of his element, but he loved that, and the looks he would attract on the street. Purposely dishevelled yet understated, discreet, you see, it wasn't his decision to abandon ship. As the captain of his facial hair, he trimmed it, kept it neat. It would tickle his girlfriend whilst they would sleep. She would roll over for a midnight kiss and feel an unholy tryst between man and stash. It would be over in a flash, as she'd whisk her head away from the uncertain pain of his sandpaper lip. But now she thinks back to all those split-second lip-specking kisses and misses them when she no longer feels a burn at night. No pain, but not quite right. Just soft and smooth, no need to move jerkily away. The doctors told him it would be that way. Life or death. Gone tomorrow, the hair of today. Told by the doctor to expect and accept the body's intention to reject hair amongst other things. The horrendous pain, the vomiting. He can bear the late nights spent hunched over a porcelain bowl, voice hoarse from the cold air he retches into, screaming internally, but keeping brave outside in case his girlfriend sees his house slide noticeably. He builds a collection of tapes that on later inspection are mixtapes, little escapes from reality, in case the gravity of this situation gets to him. Songs for her to listen to when he goes, if he goes, each mix starting soft, starting slow, building gradually until it explodes, to make sure she knows it's okay to smile. But he laughs as he builds his pile. No, it's useless as he'll be around a while, to listen with her, to every word, as he beats this disease, to lose his absurd. Just the thought makes his skin taut with what seems to be a forced grin. From outside, you couldn't decide if it's optimism or acceptance he feels within. He puts pen to paper with words he hopes are never met. They read, "My Grace, please never forget how I love you regardless. Please never regret or learn to resent the time we spent planning a future that never arrived." He knows he won't need those words when he's better, when he survives. She returns home one night to see him holding back tears. Upon those salty drops he chokes, but noticing her he turns some jokes, telling her with the cancer he can cope, but without the moustache there's no hope. Well, at least that's what his lips say. And then it's 6 months later, and he's looking good, smiling uncontrollably as any healthy guy would. She's 2 months pregnant, and his moustache is back. His hair is still quite short, but it doesn't look mismatched. Today is the day he knows he's won. The day the tapes and letters can stay unsung, unread. He leaves the house alone for the first time since the cancer reared his ugly head. He doesn't need an ambulance, he walks instead to a coffee shop, where he sits and writes. To my unborn child, you'll never know the fight I fought that brought me to this point, but I'll always love you, regardless, of course. And he seals it up to be left at home with the little note he wrote Grace months ago. He folds it up and puts it in his pocket, stands up, takes one step before he stumbles, stops and falls to the floor. People rush to him and scream, call an ambulance, into the roast bean air of the coffee store. He arrives at the hospital, heart still beating, and then he flatlines, quits breathing. Grace makes in time to see his heart pump on last pump. She almost collapses, but the doctors catch her, just slumped. And here she realises it's not just 7 more months, but a lifetime she has with his child. One last bit of him, though she still doesn't smile. At the end of the day, she's passed the note, the letter to the unborn child he wrote. She reads it through and almost chokes until she turns it over and finds, written on the other side, Grace, have hope. Find the tapes, find the note, under the bed, and I'm sure you'll cope with my love for you forever, regardless. And this is my last one, and this isn't my own work, this is a cover of a song. And you know how you only get a few songs in your life that will truly change your life. I think on the film Garden State, it's New Slang by the Shins, which is an excellent song, truly brilliant song. But this is one of mine, so this one means a lot, so you know. Life's like this. That's the way it is, because life's like this. That's the way it is. Chill out, what you yelling for? Lay back, it's all been done before, and if you could only let it be, you will see I like you, the way you are. When we're driving in your car, and you're talking to me one-on-one, but you become somebody else, around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me, why do you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else, it gets me frustrated. Life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into... Honestly, you promised me, I'm never going to find you fake it. No, no, no. You come over unannounced, dressed up like you're something else. Where you are and where it's at, you see, you're making me laugh out when you strike a pose. Take off all your preppy clothes. You know you're not fooling anyone when you become somebody else, around everyone else. You're watching your back like you can't relax. You're trying to be cool, you look like a fool to me. Tell me, why'd you have to go and make things so complicated? I see the way you're acting like you're somebody else. It gets me frustrated. When life's like this, you fall and you crawl and you break and you take what you get and you turn it into honestly. You promised me, you're never going to find me fake it. No, no, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, no, no. No, no. No, 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 no. No.